Today is Thursday. I've got a few things I need to harvest tonight to make up an order to be delivered to a brewery tomorrow. And right now I just cleaned out the cooler. Got some of these containers cleaned. Some of them I'm going to have to scrub out with water and vinegar. And I gave most of it to the chickies. Here they are in their small run. They've gotten so skittish since I've not had them just free ranging in the yard. So they've got lots of wheatgrass trays that went bad and sunflower shoots that didn't sell on some bad weekends. Those have been more frequent than I'd like them to be. But tomorrow I'm gonna harvest these beds of got some white icicle radish over there, 2 beds here of Easter egg. I've got this remaining bed that I need to crop out of Hakurei turnips, and then I've also got this long bed here of cherryette, just a red radish, which are going to be a nice size, and everybody loves those. I'm thinking maybe tomorrow I will have a couple of these beds ready to harvest. They're kind of on the small side still, and the other one I just harvested earlier this week. Tonight I'm going to be harvesting this row, this 50-foot bed of Johnny's All-Star lettuce mix. It's gotten kind of spotty. I have earthworms very bad, and they will eat everything. They'll eat the seedlings, everything. So this has become really spotty over the past month. It's on like its 4th cut, and I'll probably get 5 or 6 cuts because this does really well in the cooler weather. I've not had very great luck with Salanova. I've cut this one time a couple weeks ago, and it looks as though it's just gonna bolt. That's what it's looking like. I haven't even paid much attention to this bed because it is not that well, and these here have never even been cut, and it's been over 60 days. And they didn't have the best growing conditions, and you can tell it's really spotty. But I've not been too impressed, and I'm going to try the Osborne Seeds Easy Leaf variety, which is supposed to be similar to that. And I did try it, but just with the heat and with everything else I needed to get done in order to be able to plant it, the transplants ended up getting way too big and ended up getting fried in the hoop house. So next year. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna go get some stuff together and start getting ready to wash a bunch of greens. Get together, like, the chef said he'll take whatever I've got. I told him I can get him 20 pounds. I can get him like 50. But I don't know if I really want to do that all tonight. And I don't know if he really wants 50 pounds, because that's a whole lot of spring mix. You really need to cut this grass. compost. Don't need a rock in there. Alright. So I decided, I wet this a couple times today. I already made a video earlier today on getting this all prepped. But I decided I just don't want to leave it unfinished. I want to get it done that way. Saturday after market, I can just come in here, clean it out. And be done. Things look much better. That's about how it should. There's still some green things and unripened peppers that but this is ready to plant. I might have to narrow better too, because the one on the side is a little less than 30 inches. Another thing I'm kind of worried about right now is the sunflower shoots. They do not look like they're going to be ready to be harvested tomorrow night, unless they grow a couple inches tomorrow. I did before had a tarp on this part of the hoop house. It blew off in a strong wind, and I could just set the microgreens underneath the shelving, but for whatever reason I have not. I'm just getting kind of like overwhelmed, had help for a little while, and now it kind of sucks not having help. It sucks having to do all the work, but I mean, this is a lot of land to maintain, and let alone grow things on. So yeah, but I love just looking out at all the perfect rows. Especially with new crops coming in, and it's supposed to stay into the mid-70s through a 10-day forecast, so things are looking good. But I gotta get on these greens, and I gotta make dinner for the kids, so I gotta get going. Well, I think that is it for that bed. I think I might just let it grow because it's not like I can really plant anything more at this point. So, just let it go. If I get another cut, that's cool. If not, got ground cover. So, got dinner started inside, and just take this in to the washroom, weigh it up, and then go eat. I'm hungry. Oh, math. About 8.7 pounds. Now I've done this multiple ways. I've done it where I've washed each individual ingredient, and I've done it this way, where I just take each ingredient and wash them together. I think it's easier to mix the ingredients in water rather than mix them on the drying screen. So I kind of prefer to do it this way. This is already pre-mixed. There's a bit of everything in this container because I just harvested it and put it all because it was all in one container because there was small amounts of everything. So that. So all together we have well, after an hour-long intermission of tornado sirens and tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings and reported tornadoes on the ground, there were no, well, there probably were some tornadoes, but we didn't get hit. Even some tarps that I had left out didn't really get blown around too much, which is good. But finished my 20-pound order.